how can technology be implemented in low-income communities?
Okay, so again, this is something I know that Critical Links have been looking at very, very carefully, and this is something that I've worked on in a few countries as well, on a few projects with UNICEF and the World Food Programme. And the first answer to that, if you're looking in low income, low technology countries, how do we implement technology effectively? The first thing is say carefully, because resources are limited, and finding the way of implementing resources, and saying, okay, well, this school we put a laptop or a device in for every student, and actually find that's all of the allocated budget you might have for a whole district is gone in one implementation. So we've got to think about how do we make it as equitable as possible. And I would say that if you're in doubt, as I mentioned earlier, put the technology in the hands of the teacher. Because even if it isn't something they can share in a lesson with them, they can access high quality teaching materials, lesson plans, activities that they can use with their students offline. So that would be my recommendation, is that you put the tools in the hands of the teacher first,
and
then
don't forget the 80-20.
And don't forget the 80-20, that you must make sure the teachers are prepared and trained and able to use that more effectively. Absolutely. And a lot of training for this can happen remotely as well. So project I worked on in the Western Desert in Egypt, in very, very remote communities, was that the teacher support happened online, and it was done, very, very low bandwidth, so it was easily accessible on mobile phones as well as on an internet connection, with teachers in other places. So it was teachers helping teachers remotely, and sometimes it was a simple question: how do I? What's the best thing I can do? And having that remote support enabled that teacher to then feel they were part of a greater community and had that support, but also meant they could ask very specific questions about their specific situation.
In the past, we had a lot of the forums. I don't know if you remember where we can post all your doubts. But what we are starting to have more is groups of WhatsApp, or where everyone share the questions, if there are some ideas and so on. But I could also share that in terms of I believe in low-income communities. I saw in a lot of communities, the technology, the teacher again are the key user, in my opinion. And in terms of technology, you can have, for example, a digital board, and with some tablets with low specs that are cheaper ones, and to access to contents, and to, if they have internet, and also to save data, because with a lot of, and to access the content, they could use the C3. The C3 is a very I believe you can save money using the C3. You can save money using all this kind of technology. So I believe it could be the best way for you to implement technology in low-income communities.
Yeah, put the technology in the hands of the teachers first. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.